what we're doing here is that we're going to find related angles. Pretty much we can leave it full stop there, okay? And we are going to be using quadrants, and I gave a hint to what that would be last class, but this is the full package right here, okay? We're going to use this all stations to central to find exact values, well, to help us find exact values. It won't always be the case of trigonometric functions. Well, I'm going to change it. We can always do it, but for the sake of this lesson, we won't do it for every value. Anyway, forget what I'm saying. Okay, so the best thing we can do is just get into the lesson, all right? So we have this acronym that helps us, and it says all stations to central, okay? Now, that's not the way I learned it in when I was your age. I don't know why I couldn't remember all stations to central. I just remembered I always used to go stack, which doesn't really make sense because you're going down and across, but that's the way I remembered it, and it worked, okay? But anyway, for the sake of what you're saying, it's all stations to central, okay? Now, this works in the way that we talked about last class, and so this is 0 degrees, it's also 360 degrees, it is also 720, blah, 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 okay? So it keeps going round and round. This is 90 degrees, this is I'm getting ahead of myself, 180 degrees, this is 270 degrees, and that's 360, okay? In the same vein, we can go negative, so I can go negative 90 degrees, minus 180 degrees. Looks like there's a little minus there, so I'm going to rub that off. Minus 180 degrees, and this will be minus 270 degrees. So it just depends which way we go around the circle, whether we go that way or that way. Okay, so one side's positive, one side's negative. I might make mention of that here. So positive direction is this way, so it's positive, okay. Negative direction, let's give a cool color for it, big dark green, is that way. Negative direction, okay. So one's a positive direction and one's negative direction, okay. So what does this mean, okay? So this means that for all trig functions are positive here. So I'm talking about this bit here, from 0 to 90 degrees, okay? So all trig functions are positive, all right? In the next one, it means sine is positive. I'll put only sine is positive. Only sine is positive, and really we should put an E, but our calculator only puts 3 letters, so it's put sin, okay? Next one, you can probably guess where it's going. This one is only tan is positive here, and the last one is only cos is positive. Okay, so, and you know how the full name for tan is tangent, full name for cos is cosine, all right, so you know those ones there. So all trig functions from 0 to 90, it's positive. In the next quadrant, this one here, only sine is positive, here only tan is positive, here only cos is positive, okay? So really important that we understand that, okay? Yeah, so why does this happen? Well, I've got the next slide ready. I've got the trigonometric ratios. I've got sine, I've got cos, and I've got tan, okay? Now I'm going to put some information in which is really important. Here is 180 degrees, so it's the same for all of them. I think I've tried to put them 180 degrees, and this is 180 degrees, okay? And this one here is 360 degrees. Here, 360 degrees, and here, 360 degrees. And this is obviously 0 degrees, 0 degrees, 0 degrees, and here is negative 180 degrees. So this is negative 180 degrees, negative 180 degrees, negative 360 degrees, and this is negative 360 degrees, and this is negative 360 degrees, okay? This is how it works. The reason why it's got 1, 2, 4, is we're actually going to learn it really soon, is that Desmos is in radians, okay, which uses the decimal system, doesn't use astronomy, okay? So I'm going to put 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270. Okay, we're going to explore this. Why is it all positive? Okay. All right, and I'm going to put a straight line roughly around, here. So it has to be around here. All right, so I've got a straight line there, and that straight line is roughly 90 degrees. Okay, it's roughly 90. It'll be exactly 90 degrees, except I haven't put my graphs, that I haven't aligned them, okay, properly. I tried to do my best. Okay, so that's 90 degrees, okay? Let's look from 0 to 90. If I look from 0 to 90, I can see the sine wave is positive, okay? I can see the cos wave is positive, and I can see the tan wave is positive. Hence, all of them are positive, okay? Now, if I look from 90 to 180 degrees, I can see that sine is positive, and that's good because sine is positive here. And if I look at cos, it's negative. Ooh, that's not good, all right? And if I look at tan, it also is negative because it's below the x-axis. Okay, let's look at the next one. From 180, I'll have to do another line actually. This line here is 270 degrees, so roughly 270 degrees. Okay, so this one, what happens between 180, so I'm looking at this bit between 180 and 270 in the graphs. Well, sine is negative, cos is negative, but guess who's positive? Tan. So this works, okay? So let's try the last one. The last one, sine is still negative, cos is positive, woohoo, cos is positive, all right? And tan is negative, okay? So that's where we get this from, and then it just keeps going over and over again. Now, if you look at the graphs in the negative way, it works the same way, all right?